A degree, but cannot make logical decisions. There is somebody in this room that knows what's killing him, but uses it over and over. I insist, it's too late for you, Shane. There is somebody in this room who is very jealous. Jesus, who art in heaven, but on money, that save that food from these evils. There is somebody in this room that uses witchcraft. Yes, I said witchcraft. To witch somebody of my skin color, but cannot witch white people to pay them more, but can witch somebody who does not have $1,000,000 and witches somebody who's moving 2 millimeters forward. There is somebody in this room who is a crab, pulling Africans down, pulling Namibians down, sold our wealth, sold our country, left nothing for their children. Maybe it's your father, the economical toilet, but does not wash their hands. Doesn't know my problem. But there's nobody in this room. I was an atheist. I'd share my faith with you. My soul is pierced like somebody in this room. My tears tear and cut through my face like somebody in this room. Curse me. Somebody in this room. Somebody in this room. We are all empty. However, we are fools. Thank you.
I barely got any sleep last night. Sleeping is almost impossible when the sirens of the cops' cars are your lullabies, as they keep you on your toes like doing a 24-hour job you weren't getting paid for. Mercy? Mercy remains only a word, and nothing I can ever experience as I beg the cop to give me just one more night. Dreaming is almost impossible when the pillow you rest your head on is the plastic you took from the shopping mall. Keeping warm is only a thought which doesn't go past my mind, so I'm forced to enjoy the harsh blows of winter as I wait for the sun to rise yet another day. And as a new day is birth, I wake up with the hope that somebody will care enough to feed me even an apple, but instead they care more about the apple on their screens, and I'm not saying this to offend you. But instead of feeding the needy, I am in selfish of you and me, you could have at least fed me. And tonight, I go to bed not knowing where tomorrow's meal will come from. After all, today has already brought enough trouble of its own. All I'm trying is to survive. I know I'm not such a pleasant sight, and I totally understand how you rush past me as you press your hand back towards your chest as though you had seen a man the color of criminal. I get the hype about men like myself, dressed in red. Sometimes I'm scared of my own kind too. And I guess that's why we are labeled criminals, because of the sins of many. And it might sound too good to be true, but I've left that life. That life doesn't pay. It's trouble looking for trouble, and all you ever get paid is a prison. And your home becomes a four-walled room. How I got here? That's a different story. My mother preaches mercy, but didn't care enough to practice that on me. And I understand there was a troublesome child, but what happened to forgiving 70 times? 7 times. The streets are home. And if this is the only home I'll ever know on earth, I can only hope that the New Jerusalem will be my eternal place of rest. But while I'm here, all I want is to feel like I belong. All I ever want is to feel human again.
Don't perform the Martini, Selsani. Bagi maskapai ini tolong opikan dalam maki Selsani. Fully back to my kids to move. Bring on the command of the deck and everything I do. Skipping the camera after that is such a body lane. This really right the whole thing in this space train. I'll be kind of hands up with a chop in the door. And take a super dash, move with the bottom of my thing and the dash, move with the opikan. Look at what in the classroom. Okay, there's some of them looking at it. Just get the first get up, like a girl was like, take a dead cake, you know, dance, you know what? Give it to the dead cake, you know what? You know what? Dance, you can dance, I'm a man. Fully beat the look at you, gonna be fluid, like, dance, fully vibe. Here you can, dance, you can dance, I'm a man. Fully beat the look at you, gonna be fluid, like, dance, fully vibe. Here you can, dance, Nobody believed in me, but I did something me. Cause I know what I wanna achieve in life. Hold up, achieve in life. Blow up, achieve in life. I ain't with a chitty chat pro when I say a fuck, hold your back. I think I know what I got, get you some booster. Trying to say you're talking about my rap schemes. Fuck you with the time beat, with the time beat. I'll be making sure he's after heat. So shh, nigga boy, do some dumb this. I think you can be a nigga. Friends, you wanna in my future to be position. Time is stepping to the key. Hard work, not usually electrified. I'm an electro boy, you in a mission. He count, I'm in my season. He sound on my speakers. He now coming to the speakers. Can you hear the audio? My trigger's here now. 2018, I'm gonna set the game up now. Ain't any lane, peaceful with us. Who do the sign? Who can make it sign? Got me crack for bloody bars. That's doing next to I know who you got to the same. So I'ma keep going. So, stop, I'm in the game now. Rap freestyle, let's go. I'll be your home. Rap life, I'm in my zone. She all niggas shit in the middle of the low. But everybody wanna know I'm moving in the low. Can't lie, give me stuck up in the low. Some of my people never see the fucking low. Like, oh, she grabbing now, nobody believes in me. But I think something, cause I know what I wanna achieve in life. Hold up, achieve in life. Pull up, achieve in life. Nobody believes in me. But I think something, cause I know what I wanna achieve in life. Hold up, achieve in life. Pull up, achieve in life. Yeah. One favor. When I say 264, y'all say deep. 264? 264? 264? 264? Thank you.
Home is where the heart is, they said. Where home is, they never said. I used to think I'd found a place like that, a home. Somewhere where I fit perfectly like in my small window plug to a warm December afternoon. The cooling, calming effect on that first sip. Blasphemy perhaps, but it tastes like God's tears. I had the confidence of someone in a red and fitted suit and some John Drakes, looking like I just stepped off the pages of a Markham's catalogue. A slate green with a freshly made weave and some red bottoms procured by illicit means had nothing on me. I used to roam the city with the same disregard for consequences displayed by corrupt public officials. Damn, I thought I was home and it showed. But somewhere along the way, my reality sunk in. of your own? Why do your streets reek of stale liquor, abandoned corners and dried up blood? Succumbing to passion, killing the sacred bond between man and woman and child. With childlike abhorrence of responsibility, we carelessly plant seeds in those we deem desirable, just for a little while. And when the seeds bear fruit, we run for miles, all the while forgetting that once planted, seeds can never be uprooted. Dreams sold and shattered, broken hearts being pieced together like broken glass, but the cracks always show. An exercise in futility, as pointless as an inclusive Rothman blood score. It's going to Kisho. So what does that mean? Sure, we boast that our city is clean. Cleanest city in Africa, the billboards read. Luminous lighting in the city center, blinding us with corpses in the underbelly of the city. Advertising forces making a killing, simply bypassing the reality beyond the western bypass. We pass by them in the streets, we see the pain in their eyes, we see the weight of the misery grinding their shoulders and feet into the ground with every step they walk. In turn, with every step we walk, we turn the other cheek, for it does not fit the perfect reality we seldom seek. Maybe I'm living in denial, I don't know, maybe my search is futile, but I refuse to accept this. This is the perfect normal. Windu, how can I call you home when I can't even hear the impatient hustle and bustle of the early morning traffic, or the sound of the couple down the road arguing yet again over third-party drivers in two-way streets? Street corner hustlers come out to play at night in a game of affirmative repossession, affirming the position with your possessions, that those with empty bellies will steal and kill to fill those bellies. Bellies full of kapana and salsa. Last night's sins being washed away at the altar. Last night's sins being washed away at the altar. She goes down on her knees to pray, and a quarter of the congregation are overcome with deja vu. Don't forget to pray. Also known as the song that she was looking to last night in a place formerly known as heaven. From the innocence of playing with dolls to chasing cars, from playing Alice and Winky to chasing tenders to buy cars, beware of cars being played. I guess their plea fell on deaf ears, just like my plea to find a place I can call home. Windu, I'm ready to love you, but you're not ready to love me back. So until then, I'll remain homeless, a man of the world. Thank you.
Sometimes I can't sleep nice. Pull the cover over me. I'm afraid. What's that sound? What's that noise? Mum, come and hold me. Come and tell me everything's going to be all right. I come from a home where my father beat my mother. My mother beat my brother. My brother beat my sister. And then my sister beat me. And the cycle continues. I never beat my sister. I never beat my brother. I would never beat my mother. And I would never beat my father. Because I love them. I love them. I will always love them. That is my family. So when I heard this song, it reminded me of those days. It still reminds me of those days. Last night I heard the screaming. There's loud voices behind the wall. It's another sleepless night for me. It won't do no good to call the police, 'cause they always come late, if they come at all. But last night I heard the screaming. There's loud voices behind the wall. Oh, it's another sleepless night for me. It won't do no good to call the police, 'cause they always interfere in domestic affairs between a man and his wife. And as she closes the door, her tears well up in her eyes. And last night I heard the screaming, then a sound that chilled my bones. I prayed that I was dreaming when I saw the ambulance in the road. And the policeman said, would the crowd disperse? I think we could all use some sleep. And last night I heard the screaming, loud voices behind the wall. It's another sleepless night for me. It won't do no good to call the police, 'cause they always come late, if they come at all.
Good evening, guys.
Hey, girls. Yeah.
I hope you enjoying the gathering.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, can you start it off again? Can you start it off again, DJ? Yeah. Oh, volume up. Yeah. I'm always open for knowledge, got me a prostitute. Determination for grinding, I'm not being rude. Just for the love of money, just so I can get some food. I just do hard labor, and some gets rude. Now I'm exposed, everybody walking in the door. Doing that my career, on my brain to sommelier. Man quiero ver, creer, volverse a pillar. Man el bando con el que pelú el premier. Mejor sacar la rama que te llame.
Who is the man with the cap? His story about where he's been keeps changing. It's not what you know that counts, it's what you say. He is the man with the cap. Who is the man with the cap? My story about where I'm from keeps changing, but I can name all the employers who gave me my mental illnesses. It's not what you know, but who in this corrupted world. I am the man with the cap. Who is the man with the cap? The man you don't want to see, whose ancestors were survivors of genocide and whose parents victims of colonialism. Their blood waters his freedom. And mine. He is the man with the cap. Who is the man with the cap? The sought-after man, the man about town, whose ancestors made a killing in Africa and whose parents worked for the church. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I am the man with the cap. Who is the man with the cap? He's not looking for trouble, boss. He just wants to say something. Like all of us. He's just trying to tell you a story in the hope that you will spare him a coin. It's an ill wind that blows nobody good. He is the man with the cap. Who is the man with the cap? I just want to get home, as we all do, and not have to deal any longer with these parasitic white capitalists, nor this parasitic black elite. If the cap fits, wear it. I am the man with the cap. Who is the man with the cap? Who holds dominion over this vast continent? And who are any of us on this pale blue dot, spaceship Earth? Well, if you try to define our madness, then you surely must be mad. We are the men with the cap.
See, I go
there were times that I didn't think that I would last for long, but now I know to be faithful, faithful and strong. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Yes it will change. Yes it will. Yes it will.
So the piece that I'm going to do goes to my brothers. It's a love poem, so brace yourself. Can I get the music?
Wildness and promises, a kiss for luck and will.
Yeah. Speak to me your dialect. Let's dive into the conversation. Eyes red as I erect your mental muscle and react in a similar fashion to your iris piercing mine. I rest in your jazz, my black brother. How I admire your fine philosophical ass, nappy hair and Bantu features. I hear flow through your veins. Who are your teachers? Who are your preachers? These peaches you left on the table look like fruit from Eden. Even as I take a bite, it feels right. It feels like long nights in the moonlight, shake when the sun's high. I consecrate your magic and eradicate any insecurity about your black skin. Matter of fact, where I've been, I see your glory in the morning as you wake me to my full potential. Yes. Won't you take a peek into my nature and picture a pure race? Maybe we could listen to some esoteric scripture, Martin Luther, and linger on how atoms made Adam. I mean, my black brother. How I admire your taste in fine wine and prophecy. You see, my God, I got a wet ocean, my ocean, my womb whispered, look at your husband. Ooh, now baby, this is Genesis 4 before 4 played, like I replay my reply to your love in the roots of my memory. I hope you remember me from the time we were together in galaxies far away, when I was you, when you was me. And baby, don't be afraid if I hide away. There's no separation in the divine mind, only salvation. You see, I want that Jaden Wool type of union, iron sharpen iron, holy communion. My black brother, I give you redemption, Bob Marley and the Wailers. But no more waiting, baby, just waiting, baby. Patience, baby. Yes. Good things take good time, baby. playing dance that comes from this out.
Neba gusta luba tue, nenga ma gusto mami kara tue, sasa si bas umat masai kau, sasa se hong asen de tui kena sai kau mahaba, sasa se hong asen de net kena skin tui tani ha. Sasa se, oka mati sasa se. Osami Santaski, my hand, I'm cutting. Classase, Ogamati, Classase, Sapo, Sasa, Sasa, Iti Classase, Dinam, I don't stress on this, it's stress that comes with us. It has Tomrona Amari Ike Altai Sasa Celebrity Sasa Let us go one the company T is that Sasa Did go but I Harasa tare, uns fosina, harise dan. Asase, okamati, asase, chumagosa kura tri, asase, hong asenre, hong asaske kau kwesa. Asase, wahundi eske kauhan, osasa tenga kuihani stress. Nhưng mà chúng tôi quá sẽ alo mà trả lời hào tôi mà điều I'm with Pusa skin card in the mini there right Sasa time on when it's Pusa Sasa Mabahu Hasan or Sasa Kwe and Kwe cow me panning for chicken Ogamati Sasa home and Sandrine Hamske was an element like Danny Han. Scandals.
Springtime, sunrise guy. Funny how easy I get caught up in your eyes. Wondering how it led to this is kinda a surprise. Cause when God chose you, then He opened my eyes to the beauty inside your mind. I find it hard to be here right next to you. I'm trying to get closer inside to what you're going through. Take me with you. Feeling impatient with time for making me wait and giving you the time you need to realize my love goes much deeper than just loving your chocolate brown eyes, honey smile. I'm trying not to kiss as the picture takes a fond form. In my head, get cocoa butter makes it harder not to reach over and touch it, making sure it's just as soft as your touch is strong, happy calluses. Memories that haven't happened yet. Waiting, persevering through the long hours without you. Wisely using that time to thank God He found you so soon. For me, I'm waking up to a dream. How else could I feel so deeply right about this scene? Watching you watch me, staring me down to the teeth. See, now I can see the obstacles we could beat. These problematic weeds growing around our feet, pulling us deeper into our own worlds without peace until you see that you can count on me. The numbers I range go the way past infinity. The trust that enclosed as no one else can come between. This butterfly feeling breaking out of its cocoon. The sun's coming soon, we left behind that wet season. Climate's changed because you took a step in my direction. A kind of humid, I can feel your heat from within. Getting closer, wanna breathe the air you're taking in. It's amazing, I feel like I need more than this. Simply being in this space, living in our bliss. Funny, I don't feel like I need more than this. Simply being in this space, living in our bliss.
Out of the depths of my despair, only with you my mind grew. See this flower filled with friendship, only you aligned too. See my window pane, filled its frame with the shame I rearrange. You seek a peek to my soul, it's shattered shut. Shredded it triples to cold, my feelings cut. In the rut you interrupt to give me life again. I breathe in. You became my Vicodin, music to my soul, you are my violin. Radiantly smiling, the sun you've been inspiring my life source I'm desiring on a sunny beachy island. So how on earth do I let you know that you ignite that glow? And all I've ever done was show how quickly I let go. Somehow I seek to love who I can't tell. I live in hell, afraid if I said something that she'd repel. Got this feeling I'm repulsive, as repulsive as a lovesick. Got me hoping that you loved it, upset. I imagine you erupting to tell me a friend is all you'll ever see in me. Am I being suspect to suspect that maybe you could love me back? How would I react if I knew that for a fact? If I could take you to a place where nothing ever lacks and appreciate you only for your presence.
But you've never taken me there.
Because I was never prepared.
The secret place you take your girls, the sweet spot in your mind, that weak spot on your left side, yet to be embraced by my pride.
Weak spot relationships go to die.
That place in your soul where no one else goes besides your doubts and dreams.
Where I tried to shield you from the fears that I exhibit, afraid to share those parts of me, hoping that you'd never live it.
I see the man you could be, comfort the woman in me. The girl that's trying to shoot her shot may look a little clumsy.
Jumpy, you only shoot your shot in the dark, afraid I shoot my shot with my mark.
But I promise it's only because of these boundaries. Really, I'm on target. But I don't want to trigger you or trigger me and craze you. I'm not trying to set light to anything that isn't the truth.
Truth is, every wall I break, you'll
independent. You know me.
Independence you've shown me. And behind my blinds, I fear that if we ever made it two, you'd still only be your own.
Because I only allow you to console my hand.
Sometimes.
Because I see the way you borrowed self-esteem from your friends, fulfilling the roles high school gave you. You were never building your castle, king. You were bombing hers and slowly breaking down mine.
But see, I'm great too. I'm shady and confident and lack the strength to be a man. Your man. Forget friends, forget fears, the king of your untamed heart. That fear rips my heart apart.
To be honest, these towers aren't quite holding strong like they used to. And if I have to hear how hard you hit it with your latest side piece one more time, summoning my inner Queen Latifah, I just might set it off. If you want to be more than friends, baby, I got what you mean. And I'm done with this friend logic. You're adding with the word. Don't let me feed you this fruit of self-doubt, lack of confidence, and knowledge of all of us. And still doing nothing. I don't even understand how you can stand not to touch my heart. In a way that only a friend that has gotten this far with me could. So, I put pen to paper, you know, mind over matter. Put my money where your mouth is. And made plans for the action. I'm tired of wishing a brother would, so If I just
Look at her
approach him slow,
in the eye,
full force with the subliminal,
lift her chin,
take his hand,
kiss her cheek.
without hesitation, hold it to the race in my chest it took to get here.
Let the raw rhythm of my breathing speak to her soul.
And I won't need to say a word.
Just hold her until
It starts getting awkward, and I know all my sweat glands will definitely betray me.
but that's okay.
When it's this real, it's not meant to be perfect. Yo, what's that, girl? But don't worry, I'll say hi to Daphne for you.
Only song you want to snap to after this. Are you guys ready? Hey, Billy the rapper. She just wanna Snapchat when she with my snapback. Put my tee on, I'm just viewing from the back. Like a fucking painting, girl, you're abstract. Beautiful to look at, that's a grand fucking fact. Sneak peek, 10 seconds, that's all they get. Then we gotta work out like a tournament. I'ma get around your curves like I'm cornering. It's getting heated, girl, you glow when you're smoldering. Am I getting too deep, girl, you can tell me when to stop. Said I got the key to your heart, let me unchain the locks. Open up, excavate, digging deeper for your spots. You go mine, your soul's mine, your soul is what I spot. Send me a pic, send me a video. Tease me a bit like I'm unlocking riddles. So use your emojis, get nasty, then giggle though. I'll stick to words, get you wet when I'm lyrical. Send me a pic, send me a video. Tease me a bit like I'm unlocking riddles. So use your emojis, get nasty, then giggle though. I'll stick to words, get you wet when I'm lyrical. Send me a pic, but if that shit explicit, no, I'ma screenshot the moment I get it. Like IG, I tap that the moment I get it. My mouth should be filtered, your kitten could fit it. Take you out on a date where we don't use no data. Feed off the data, you feeding me later. Share all our stories, each chat, I'm a saver. And as we keep talking, she hoping I'll save her. But isn't it weird you suit me like a tailor? So searched out swimming for solitude sailors in search of those brave enough who swim through layers. While testing these waters stood one walking savior. Send me a pic, send me a video. Tease me a bit like I'm unlocking riddles. So use your emojis, get nasty and giggle though. I'll stick to words, get you wet when I'm lyrical. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Flavor Happening. This is the Gathering. We appreciate everybody. Thank you guys so much.
I remember when I met you. It was like heaven and earth converged with the sky losing grip of the stars, whose light directed us to a path constructed by love but designed by dreams. And ecstasy became the constant state of mind, being made consistent by the coexistence of me and you. See, I designed to conspire with my willpower and your heart's deepest desires to bring forth the retiring of your resistance to pleasure. Because what I feel can only exist when we are together. So we'll have no last kiss, just a kiss that lasts forever. If heaven take your ass, then I am basking in. If you're living multiple lives, then you can count me in. It can be real if there isn't this. Nothing can be real, nothing can be real. Nothing can be real if there isn't this. Nothing can be real
trying to build you a throne, and you won't be left guessing about whether I'm loyal or messing around. No need for confessions when you've always been the way of your blessings. So I eat you up like takeaway. I feed you when it comes straight from your heart like deep fried chicken. But no heart attack can stop our hearts from beating and staying in rhythm even after we are 6 feet deeper than when we first met. We're dead to our exes. So I'm not worried about what might be the next year. And if heaven take your ass, then I am busting in. If you're living multiple lives, then you can count me in. If this love is a lie, then I do not exist. Cause nothing can be real if there isn't this. Nothing can be real, nothing can be real, nothing can be real if there isn't this. Nothing can be real, nothing can be real, nothing can be real if there isn't this. And I just know that when the wind hits, we'll be like palm trees, swaying but staying grounded. You never let me be too proud, and you never be Grace Mugabe or Graça Machel for that matter, because when you're the king, other rulers don't matter, and rules aren't matter until you follow them. That's when they take form, so we keep shape-shifting, passing in and out of each other, because energy doesn't die, it transformed, and your love transformed me into a man I didn't think I could be in this lifetime. My time was consumed by habits born of childhood traumas. Now I stay close to you because you're warmer than the fake love I got, and the fake love I thought to sustain me can't be compared to this. Signed, sealed, deliver shit. If heaven take you back, I said if heaven take you back, 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 then I am busting in. If you're living multiple lives, then you can count me in. If this love is a lie, then I do not exist. Cause nothing can be real if there isn't this. Nothing can be real, nothing can be real, nothing can be real if there isn't this.
Found your fault. Have I ever crossed your thoughts because your name's all over mine? A moment in time, don't watch me cry. A moment in time, don't watch me cry. I'm not crying cause you left me on my own. I'm not crying cause you left me with no warning. I'm just crying cause the cold escape. What could have been? Are you aware when you set me free? All I could do was let my heart bleed. Oh, it hurts to know that now you're still care. Not that I want to get in, but I want to see how your mind works. No, it's hard when they don't know what they've done. Thinking it's better they leave, meaning that I'll have to move on. No, wonder if you're thinking, is she alright all alone? I wonder if you tried to call but couldn't find your phone. Have I ever crossed your thoughts because your name's all over mine? A moment in time, don't watch me cry. A moment in time, don't watch me cry. I'm not crying cause you left me on my own. I'm not crying cause you left me with no warning. I'm just crying
With a big of your souls, it seems I can never have all eyes in me, or at least her eyes in me, without being notorious. So I wrote this for your eyes only, but damn, I had to question the blood and DNA, it ain't hard to tell. She's attracted to the bad boy, the kind on death row since September 13, 1996, and that's alright. Pardon my big puns, I don't mean to be a public enemy. I'm just a nigga with attitude. I'm most stiff had to look this fiasco towards the miseducation and the black gold of our offspring. The roots, the tribe that has lost its way, sticking them without last 3 stacks of Benjamins. You ain't a big boy, you're an outcast. See, those from the soil of the motherland claim to own her future when they can't even find her history. Find an AKA to your name and suddenly you're a part of the family tree of the best, the best, the best. And we should be scared because you murder us? Last I checked, Casper was a friendly ghost. Your words tickle me. Funny bad joke like Slick the Diggy, how arrogance got a puppy to call himself the dog. But who am I to say? Molly said, them so poor owe them half his money. Yet that's flattering for some. They act bougie out of the loft in the warehouse. I was there feeling left by the lifted of society. Their friends waving big fancy cars whilst they answer the taxi driver. Him saying, what's up, what's up, what's up? Where your house? Their response, oh Priyanka. See, I was interested in my mosque at the center. Beyond the stars now, I look down at the cosmos as I penetrate through ether. Wanting to touch lives until I've touched Elohim, Jesus Christ is him. Pasting these lines in a rhythm that can transcend the heavenly hymn. But I wasn't looking to see you made it a live chicken flag, rather a checkpoint. To tell me that I'm on point of the north point to heaven, so I appoint my points. I appoint my ballpoint to point out the point. That the kid can spit 50 straight A's as he plays his, but without a beard like Glacius, they won't get from her what she duly owes. He combined fire and truth like a Kasi, open to leave some ash when he marks them shivers like a bumpkin erupting. I'm Samson. Delight, don't touch my hair. It's the halo below my crown. See, I'm just so tired of all the hocus pocus nonsense. Can't make a movie for the blind, can't make a song for the deaf, but if life was an academy, they'd probably score an Oscar before the numbers. Smart-lipped dummies rightly doing wrong. I hope you wrongly receive your right, and as for her, paranormally corner her, paralyze her, live upon her, and whether or not I am human being, I am spirit being. I personally purpose upon my heart to change the perceived perception of my persona from her personality to a person of character. Charismatically catapulting a catalyst to capture this. These motion words reflected through the lens of my iris. I need no cannabis for inspiration. See, I'm still in rehearse, but my cursive version, the standard version was revised. Like the revised standard version, I'm inspired by it. Express the rest adrenaline, scribbling scripture riddles onto the scroll of my soul. That means I eat and drink flesh and blood. G-O-A-T's, the M-E-A-T, the I-E-A-T. Yeah, I'm a cannibal. It's not a metaphor. Just know it's a matador. Matador at the door. Don't hate the girl. Her name is love. This is peace. This is war. Her name is peace.
So yeah, there were no beats tonight, and there's not going to be any rap. I was just playing with the synthesizer shoulders. Anyways, I just wanted to start off by saying that there's a lot of amazing young talent in the arts in Namibia, and it's really time that we started supporting them more with our money and also our interests. So. In the barren wombs of women, we must learn to birth ourselves without expectation. A drug fiend heard us across the street, his name etched into a register of abandoned children. These are the inner city stories of our heartfelt poems. Years from now, they will write tomes about how we undid ourselves like thread. Does anybody know the consumer price index of greed-free planets? Or shall I quote Hamlet and say that niggas have been tripping, dancing to the lost rhythms of the capitalist system? I alone divine the stars and start dialogue with Mars for Earth's list of demands. She wants her innocence back. The TV flashes light into a dark room, wisdom imparted through the brilliant colors of a Japanese cartoon. In order to save the forest, we must kill the humans. In order to save the forest, we must kill the humans. A crowd of animals chant in unison. A man resembling my father pushes a button to disperse the crowd. In fact, it is my father. Same scar above the right eye. Dreams are dreams and reality is reality, but how do you tell which is which when both are stitched together so neatly? I question my own existence discreetly, lest those who collect souls find me unwanting or undeserving. But perhaps we are all undeserving earthling, shantytown, third world, unemployable, serving dishfuls of despair. Let it be known that the human project has failed. No two people are supposed to have the same name, and an orgasm is supposed to last the entire length between two periods of sleep so that we may erect ourselves into ecstasy every time we wake, every time we woke, watch time unfold. Hyperinflation, Big Bang Theory shit. No, I am not an astrophysicist. I am an Afrophysicist, and shit is a technical term. You see, as a boy, I often pondered the creation of the planet and how we set the standard for civilization. But 15,000 years later, Earth is dying, and so I pour libation while hipster philanthropists wait for ideologies to unify nations, because the youth in our nations are dying from self-euthanization. Teen age in the machine age. Some have begun to say that perhaps Bitcoin and the blockchain can save us. I say we're way past the point of appealing to the humanity of our slavers, that maybe we should turn to the text that God gave us. But God is dead. Haven't you heard? Are there any among you who would like to say a few words? Because then I'm done with this shit. Thank you.
Do not assume we have come to bring the peace. Pick your part of peace, your mind, your dreams lay deceased. We will fold your mountains with the dead. The lack of vision, rage shall turn the bloodshed. Your enemies will become members of your household. We control, wear your blindfolds. Read the scripture, mix and liquor, nothing quicker. We become the victor. Mother Nature, switch your paper. Do you get the picture? Barber Blacksmith, have you any will?
No sir. Keep up down.
All for the master and not for the slave. You find amongst yourselves when we misbehave. You the grave will be prepared for the whips and chains while you drool for your next whip or chain. iPhone, you keep an eye when you dial the tone. Now you know you're not alone.
Magnetic vipers, you won't deny us. You can defy us. Give in. Magnetic vipers, you won't deny us. You can defy us. Give in.
Don't have much time. These motherfuckers have crossed the line, killing our pride when we reach way high. Oh, it's clearly sending a message of their intentions. Question everything. My niggas and curious in the prevention. Do not drop to your knees. I'm begging you, please. And tighten the squeeze. Education minus the fees at ease. Do not assume we have come to bring the peace. Pick your heart, your peace of mind, your dreams lay deceased. We will fold your mountains with the dead. The lack of fish and rage shall turn the bloodshed. Your enemies will become members of your household. We control, wear your blindfolds. Read the scripture, mix a liquor, nothing quicker. We become the victor. Mother Nature, switch your paper. Do you get the picture?
Deny us. Defy us. Give in. Give in. Magnetic vipers, you save you from the light. Whatever happened to your eyes? Give in, y'all. Give in, y'all. They're trying to break us up, they're trying to break us down. They're trying to break us up, they're trying to break us down. They're trying to break us up, they're trying to break us down. They're trying to break us up, they're trying to break us down. They're trying to break.
Odala tonight, thank you. This is a new one. Let's bring the fans. Odala Tumangulu Keshongo Diani Titima. Tumangulu Keshongo Diati Tululwa. We have a lot of work to do, guys. Break the fence. Break it.
the Damai Dance Ensemble for sharing their gifts with us as people who are experienced in the industry. My intention tonight was not merely to put on a variety show. My intention was to pump new blood into the arts industry, to pump a new commitment to the arts industry, And everyone here, you are the first step to making that happen. Please give yourself another round of applause. And we plan on having this show monthly. Of course, you do know things like this, they don't pay for themselves, so to speak. There's a lot that goes into this, and we are looking for sponsorship. If you do know of someone ready to invest in the Namibian future, I won't call it Namibian arts, the Namibian future, because in case you guys forgot, the only people who document our present are the artists. The only people who remind us of our history are the artists. Hundreds and hundreds of years from now, it's the artists that you will hear. And as much as artists speak for themselves, they speak for us as well. And I think for people who have prepared this, who have allowed themselves to be such a vessel, this is a wonderful gesture. The next show is going to be on the 8th of March, International Women's Day. And we are going to be honoring women. So on the 22nd of this month, in there, we're going to be having auditions for the gathering. We'll first of all ask all our ladies to come through, all the wonderful African queens, all the wonderful ladies who have something to share with us, your stories, your reality. And if you are a man, please understand, just so I make this clear so you guys don't give me any issues later. I will not accept any sexist content. If you are to speak of women, you are praising, and you are not putting yourself in a position where you think you understand this situation more than they do. So, our next auditions are going to be on the 22nd of February. The next show is on the 8th of March. This is The Gathering. And before I head out, we're going to ask Zema Shana, later joined by the rest of the ensemble, to come and usher us out. Thank you so much. For the Franco-Namibian Cultural Center. But very few spaces open to art in this manner. So I appreciate the Franco-Namibian Cultural Center.
Give me today my daily bread. Help me to walk alone ahead. Though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no love. Oh, my star, my mind reassure me I don't need no one. I woke up this morning with my mind set on loving me. With my mind set on loving me. Woke up this morning with my mind set on loving me. With my mind set on loving me.
Girl, I know. Lately you've not been feeling like much. You shrug your shoulders when they don't see you, but when you do see them, you make sure you got your fake lashes, fake makeup, and that fake Louis Vuitton you bought from Chinatown. You put your fake smile and pose for the pictures because you have counted your Instagram likes and you were like one like away from 1,000. 1,000, that would have been the amount of times you failed to pick up the verbal abuse, the misuse of your trust, and girl, the thrust against your inner thighs last Thursday was not virtue, was lust. But then again, you did say yes. Yes, only because you're hoping he sees past the ass. And maybe this time you would spend the night. 11 minutes later, he has left. And you think to yourself, I am better than this. But before such a pure thought can be impregnated, heresy reminds you you are unholy. But girl, I know you deserve kisses on your forehead and words perfumed with kindness. Maybe a little advice about your monsters, Yale or Harvard, hard candy or chocolate. You deserve Chinese on the carpet just after the sun sets and great sex with the rising of the morning.
The love maybe the tip of your tongue, the back of your arm, show all that you got, all that you are. Yeah, the bad days become the love of maybe all that you got. Hey, the top of your head, the tip of your tongue. I woke up this morning with my mind set on loving me. With my mind.
About the girls in the corners, you could love them or hate them, hustling for their daughters who ain't got no father, cause he left them in the gutter, never gave his daughter a chance, for all her life is harder, and the guy who left his daughter, he's in the casita, so he sees every mamacita, he's always screaming with a woman, he knows how to treat her, like, hey, show me, taking phonetics underneath her, he sees this one girl, and she already taken by his words too, he ain't even chasing, he just looking clean, and he can hold a conversation, get up on tonight, and make a it's on vacation, he knows just what to say. If he makes his cards right, he can have it in a day. She'll be guilty for a way, but